Welcome back to Outdoors with Larry Ray on ESPN 790 AM. Brought to you proudly by Sportsman's Warehouse and the Tennessee Wildlife Resources Agency.
Hey, good Saturday morning. Welcome back to Outdoors with Larry Ray as we roll into our 19th year on the air here on ESPN 790 at Intercom Radio, the family, and, of course, Shelby McCall pushing all the buttons as our executive producer. We couldn't do it without her. Look at her push those buttons.
Look like an octopus over here. All
that
we need to give her a round of applause.
And our FM voice over there, Gene Smith. Just be prepared. This is pun day for Gene, and the last one on the last segment I got a little nervous about, but he did a good job on it.
I thought he was going to lapse into a limerick for a minute.
A limerick? That's never been on this. We were using words today, buddy. All right, limericks. Okay.
Well, as long as it's not a lamentation.
Lamentations.
Yeah. All right.
Yeah. Ecclesiastes. All right. Listen. All right. Let's. Hey, that other voice that you heard was Mark Copley, who was going to join us here in just a few minutes. I know he knows this next guest, Billy Doyle. Billy is longtime friend, retired now, and full-time fisherman, and then he's right now probably on the place that he loves and knows better than anybody else, and that's the Wolf River. And you say, well, he's surely not fishing in December on the Wolf River. What would you say to that, Billy?
Oh, you don't know what you're missing.
You don't. All you need to go is go on Facebook and look up Billy Doyle, because every day he's going to come up with a picture of someone on there fishing. Let's first of all, good morning, Billy.
Good morning, Larry.
Let's talk winter fishing on the Wolf. Now compared to other places, there's not a whole lot of pressure there, I would say. But at the same time, what makes special fishing on the Wolf in December?
Well, Larry, as far as pressure up there, no. There's hardly any duck hunters. You see some bunch of duck hunters in their boats, but
they don't count.
After fishing for up there, I've been fishing there 39 years, and I finally figured out how to catch them in the wintertime. And believe it or not, that's when the bigger fish show up.
Mm-hmm.
Well, so
I can't tell you why, but the bigger fish show up in the wintertime.
Well, there's a different style. So what do you? We got a Strike King guy here next to us, so we got to be real careful what we say here.
Don't tell all your secrets.
No derogatory things, but what's the status change from fishing, say, in the spring on the Wolf to fish in December? What do you have to adapt to?
Well, really, there's not a whole lot of adapting as far as your equipment or techniques. It's just between them ears. I'm still going to catch them shallow.
You are,
I'm still going to catch them. I'm going to catch them shallow.
And
I've caught them up there when I got ice around the trees by sliding the buzzbait off the ice, and as soon as it hits the water, they'll eat it.
Wow.
So I tell people that, and they go, "I don't believe you." And I take
takes
people up
guts
there
to
and
try
show
it
it to them. I take people up there and show it to them, and they go, "I can't believe this."
Well, Bill Cooksey just said it takes guts, right?
It takes guts to give something like that a try.
It does.
First time.
Well, it does, and then it doesn't always work for me, But most of the time, I can make it work. I got that much confidence in it.
Well, there's the one thing is different, and I will have to admit, in 39 years, equipment is a lot better. Okay, we can agree on that. Clothing.
Yeah.
I've seen pictures of Billy that I didn't recognize him, because he had on so many clothes. I don't know how you cast, when
just
things
don't fall in. 'Cause I never look at that.
No, we're not going to talk about that either. No, you nor your client. We won't need any of that to happen. But you do have to come equipped to fishing these things.
You do. And there's been several times that I've had to quit and go back to the truck and take the wet clothes off and put dry clothes on because I stumbled and fell out of the boat.
Oh, well, we've all stumbled, and we've all, not all of us, but a lot of us have. But you don't have to go 3 hours on the Wolf, do you? I mean, let's say you put in at where? Where do you normally put in?
Well, it just depends. To get up there where that slack water is, I call it.
Yeah.
Up there in the wintertime, you got to put in at Bateman Bridge.
Okay.
You got to go up, or you put in at LaGrange and you come down.
Yeah.
But it's a whole lot of work.
It is work, isn't it?
But you got to want to fish there to go there.
Yeah.
And a lot of people get discouraged, because it's so much work, and they're trying to get up there. But and then when you get there, everything looks the same. You see numerous cypress trees and Tupelo gum trees, and this all looks the same. And I mean, you got to learn. You got to learn where the little depressions, your little ditches are. It may not be nothing but a little beaver run. But
so what are you telling when a client calls and said, "I want to do this," has never done it before? What do you tell them as far as preparation and what to expect?
Well, it really depends on what Mother Nature is going to dish at us.
Yes.
So whether it's going to get cold, whether it's going to be cloudy or sunny, or if it's rained a whole lot and blew the water up.
Yeah. So we've had
times. You got to let Mother Nature. Mother Nature has to line up with you to really make a good trip.
Well,
and you really have to watch all of that and get that in line to get all of that to come together to make a good trip out of it. Not a week and a half ago, I took a guy up there. We caught 82 in one day.
Wow. 82 in one day. All chain pickerel? Pickerel. What do I mean? What'd you?
No, that was all bass.
Oh,
chain pickerel.
and then we went 2 days later. I went back and with another guy we had 62.
Man,
good grief!
Now, there's two people right now just left Interstate 55 heading to the Wolf River. Okay, I mean, listen in a truck. Saying they're going. You got to know this river. I mean, you just can't sit out there in a new canoe or kayak and say, well, I can do that, I bet. You got to know this river, and they don't call it the Ghost River portion.
It's hard to follow.
It's hard to follow.
No current.
No current. Everything looks the same.
Channels aren't obvious.
Which will affect the water temp, too.
It will.
Yeah.
Yeah, there'll be different
it's
water
much
temps.
More,
yeah.
Slack water is much more relative to what the outside temperature is current.
So, Billy, what is the water temperature now up there?
Oh, I'd say it's in the low 50s.
Okay, in the low 50s. Okay, for December.
That's still top water.
That's still top water, yeah.
Oh, I've caught them in mid-30s, 35, 38 degrees on top water up there.
On the top water, yeah.
Oh, yes.
So what are we talking about size-wise?
Well, the trip the other day with the 82,
82.
They were anywhere from 1.5 pounds to 4 pounds.
Those are fun fish.
Those are fun fish.
Chunky fish. They're all just fat and they're feeding for winter.
Well, that's. I think you told me one time your biggest is like 12 pounds, 6 ounces, or something like that. Is that
actually? I caught one up there 2 years ago in January.
Yeah.
And there was still ice around the trees. It weighed 11.4, and I caught it on a buzzbait.
Wow.
11.4, and we're talking to Captain Billy Doyle. So. Tell our people how they can get in touch with you, man, if they want to book a trip, because this would be a great Christmas gift. I can tell you that for a fact, because Billy will not only put you on fish, he'll entertain you.
Mm-hmm.
So tell them how they can get in touch with you.
Well, they'll probably just look me up on Facebook or Instagram.
Yes.
That's the easiest way to find me.
That's the way to go. Billy Doyle, thank you, buddy. All right?
Okay, call me. We'll go get in that box.
I need to get in that press. Y'all, he has a most unusual I think that box has been redone. He's marked my name.
Press box?
Yeah, the press box. He's my name's on there 2 or 3 times. I think.
Some
it's
things never leave you, do they, Larry?
Huh?
Wait a minute now. It's a wall of fame on there for when you kill a deer.
There's a wall of shame too. I know that.
There's a wall of shame when you miss, and he's on both.
I'm on both sides. That's right. Yeah. All right.
I've seen him miss, and he does it well.
Did you hear that?
His name is on the wall of shame.
Can we cut some? Can we?
Whatever you do, just do it well.
Oh,
that's right.
Mark Rose's name is on there too. Okay, all right, but he's not on the shame. I'm on the shame over there with the 8-year-olds. That's what it is. Hey, Billy Doyle, thank you, buddy. Always good to talk to you. We'll hope to see you next week, maybe. Okay.
All right. Call me.
All right, buddy. Billy Ross Doyle, if you really know him. That's.
So I got a question for you. Is Billy fishing out of a John boat or aluminum bass boat, or is he
aluminum bass boat?
Okay.
I mean, that's when
I imagine. With the onslaught of kayakers and kayak fishing now,
right.
I would imagine there's quite a few of them up there too.
Right.
I don't know if Billy will fit in a kayak, but we'll have to ask him that.
Look, I've got a kayak that will hold anybody. Let me put it this way. You know Charlie Ingram?
Oh, yeah.
He can stand on the side of it and not flip it.
Well, on that note, I would suggest you head out to Primary Tackle out at S.Y. Wilson out in Arlington. He's got all the kayaks David Best. If you want to buy one, just tell him Mark Copley sent you, and he'll give you a 1% discount. Okay? All right. Hey, Dave, how we doing, buddy?
I'm doing good, Larry. How about yourself?
Thank you. We wanted to check in with you on this Saturday morning because you're back in business. Man, you got slammed, didn't you?
We got slammed. Well, we are back in business, up and running. We got a 36-foot refrigerated trailer, so we will not have that dilemma again.
When you do something good and you do it for a long time, and everybody wants to go to your place, when I drove in there that first day, Dave, I couldn't see Dave. There was deer all over him, and everything like that.
That's right.
I want our folks to know, when I do kill a deer, I'm going to take it to Dave. Dave's Deer Processing right out there by Slingshot Charlie's. You can't miss it off Highway 70. But the thing I will impress on you folks out there, when you go to Dave's, you're probably going to see family. Right, Dave?
That's right.
Tell us who helps you in that business.
Really, it's me and my wife and my little brother.
That's right.
That's right. So it's straight up.
Oh, now Bill Cooksey's sitting there. He took a deer.
Dave, I've taken Dave deer about every year, and some years several.
Yeah.
And I think it's more Dave helps his wife.
Oh yeah, that's what
best I can
we
tell.
better get that straight. Yeah, she set me straight on that.
Right, Bill.
Because I know I had a friend that checked one in with Dave, and we got there just a little bit late. After he'd been slammed that weekend. But my man went and picked his deer up the other day, was very satisfied with it because, Dave, you do how do you wrap that meat?
Their any specialty cuts are all vacuum sealed.
Vacuum sealed.
And
yeah.
That's right. And, all your meat is in 1 pound poly bags.
Well, he was just really impressed, and
absolutely
and
the best way to see them.
Yep, and I hope to see you Monday, Dave. Okay, so tell them where your place is again. Give them that address and where you are.
Yep, 1365 Burrow Cemetery Road. Now I know on the TWRA page it's got our spelling of our street wrong, so I'm trying to get that fixed.
Yeah,
it is Burrow Cemetery Road. Like I said, if you're eastbound on 70 and you see Slingshot Charlie, she'll make that left. That's our road, and now you can't miss it because you come down till you see the tractor trailer parked in the driveway.
That tractor trailer is there right now and ready to serve you. Dave, thank you, buddy. I hope to see you Monday, okay?
All right, Larry. Y'all
take
care. Have a great day.
Have a great one. Dave Payne from he's still working as a deputy sheriff and still doing
I wonder how many deer he has processed in his lifetime.
Oh, in 10 years? I don't know, but he realized now he did not have enough facility once he got slammed when Scott Stengel, of course, retired.
Just think if Shelby County opened up to where you could actually hunt a lot of Shelby County, how many he would process.
Well, there's not many out. There's a couple of them. There's a lot fewer now than there were. Let's just put it that way. And but
there's a good one in my neighborhood that I can't even pull a bow back on, so that hurts.
Oh, that does hurt. Well, Bill's seen those too. And,
I shoot them in my neighborhood every year.
All right, it's time to take a break. Let's take a break, all right? Can we take a break, Shelby? All right. Before we close with this segment, do you have anything else to say?
Did I tell you about them dogs my uncle had? You remember
yeah, I remember them dogs your uncle had, yeah.
Well, one was named Barky because he barked a whole lot.
Oh, Barky, yeah.
And there's one that was really mean. They named him Meanie.
Meanie.
And then there's the other one they called him Liberace because he's a pianist.
Okay, I told you never know what to expect on first Saturday on Outdoors with Larry Ray. Okay, let's take a break after that. I think we may have to take a restaurant break. No, son. Let's be right back.